Now, what could a conquest mode look like in Mortal Kombat 12? At this point, yeah, I am expecting a conquest mode of some sorts to show up in the next game, but how would that look like precisely? And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about just that. But with a twist, I'm actually going to share you guys a clip from a podcast that I was on with Shred Gaming. Very fun guy to talk to, and if you guys want to see the full podcast and the full conversation that I had with them, make sure you show your support and click the links down below, both to the channel and to the full video podcast. Remember guys, I'm going to be streaming this Monday here on this YouTube channel at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, and I'm going to be doing a whole stream dedicated to predicting the MK12 roster. And I'm also going to be doing viewer call-ins where yes, you the viewer can come on call and ask me a question, but you must be a part of my Discord. The link is down in the description below. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more Mortal Kombat videos from me. With that being said, let's get on with the discussion.
Yeah, so moving on to roster.
Okay.
Now, like I said, lore leads to roster.
Well, hold on. One more thing. I'm so sorry. Before we get onto roster, I did want to hear your thoughts on the Conquest mode, because you think it's going to follow Liu Kang's timeline and ending and his new era, which I think at the end of the day, yeah, probably that's what we're going to have. But you think we're getting a Conquest mode and that's the way they're going to tell the story. Is that what you think?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's interesting, because it would be super. I don't know, like for me, my view on the Conquest mode, because at this point, yeah, I am expecting a Conquest mode in MK11. I mean MK12. I just think there's no way they can't do it, especially since Street Fighter 6 basically has it. You know, like they must have known. Yeah. They must have known early in development. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, higher ups had you know, insider info on what Street Fighter was doing, what their competitors were doing. I mean, that's business. They always have something like that going on. And all that.
Do they?
I think so. I mean, that's kind of like how businesses work. They
I'm
model
you because I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, well, I just look at how businesses work. I mean, like they always adapt to like what a competitor is doing, and they like bring what's working over there over here. So
that's essentially how MK4 was created. Because they saw that the 3D design for fighting games was becoming really popular, and so they're like, "Oh, we should make a 3D game."
Yeah, so like there's just, at the end of the day, there's just no way MK12 doesn't have some sort of conquest mode, especially since like Street Fighter basically did the Thanos of like, fine, I'll do it myself. Now that I'm not gonna do it, fuck, I'll do it myself. So but yeah, like, but I just don't think I'm not really sold on it replacing the chapter system. I think that it's going to be the crypt again, but it's going to have a lot more lore. You can explore more realms. You can do basically everything in a conquest mode, but it's the main thing is that's where you unlock your stuff in a crypt. Like that's where you unlock the crypt, or like that's where you get your crypt content. Like if you want unlockables, you go to that mode. It's basically the crypt from MK11, you know, 2.0, like mega upgraded version edition, you know, like it has all the things that we like about Conquest mode, but it's not really a story. Now, there might be a lot of lore involved. There might be like a lot of like cool notes that you can like find like on the floor and stuff. And then it gives you like a brief history on what this character was doing, what that character's doing, what this character's all about and all that. So it can have all that lore stuff that, you know, Deception Conquest had and all that, but it's not going to be the story mode. That's my prediction for the crypt. I mean, I'm sorry, the conquest mode of
what do you know?
MK12.
Do you know something we all don't?
No, I don't. I'm just saying that I just don't see them replacing the chapter system. I just don't. I think one of the biggest things that they see, there's good arguments. I'm trying to. Okay, my mind's all over the place. There's a lot of I don't think there's a lot of popularity to be gained from a chapter system, because look, when you go on YouTube and you look up, you know, MKX full movie, MK9 full movie, and Injustice 2 full movie, those games get millions and millions and millions of views. But I don't think you would really get that in a conquest mode. You know, like it brings in a lot of popularity, it brings in a lot of eyes. And when you take that away, or you take it away and you tell the story in a way that's not really the way a lot of people are in a way that it's very popular, I don't know. I think I think that looks bad on your game.
I
It may be good for the storytelling perspective, but in
yeah.
terms of like how they market the game and how they want the game to be perceived, I
Okay.
don't know. You know?
I I disagree.
Okay.
I think that conquest mode could be a very, if done correctly, it could be a very good way of telling a story. In that, like for instance, like you said, we can go. You know, you can go on YouTube and watch the entire MK11 story and just watch the full movie and stuff, and that's great. But you can also do, I think that you can do the same thing, because I have done that with Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, I was going to say like
Yeah.
because when I had a little brain fart right there, I can see the
Yeah.
argument against what I was saying is that like
Uh-huh.
we have games like God of War, we have games like
Uh-huh.
Assassin's Creed, we have games like Ghost of Tsushima, where it
Uh-huh.
is like a conquest, like the entire game is like a
Yeah.
conquest mode, and there's still like the full movie version that a lot of people watch. So yeah,
And
I get
yeah.
that. Yeah, I get that.
So
It's just
I think
I don't
you
know if
can.
WB is smart enough to know that. I just I don't have faith that they know that
Okay.
they can take a different angle.
Didn't they do Shadows of Mordor?
I don't know much about that game, so I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
Bro, that's such a good game. That's such a good
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I think I think um yeah.
Well, we'll just have to see. Like you think
Yeah.
it's going to be the story, the
Mhm.
new way of the story mode. I think it's just
Yeah.
going to be the Crypt Mega Edition. You know, like where it is MK11
Yeah.
Crypt, but you can still explore the realms. You can still do this. You can still do that. Like you basically can do all the things in Conquest, but it's not the way the story is going to be told.
Okay.
Still has the lore bits and all that, but it's just not the storytelling
I
mode.
can, you know what? I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Yeah.
really see that. I can see you going to Netherrealm,
Mm-hmm.
going to this area,
Mm-hmm.
doing this quest or doing this thing,
Yeah.
and receiving this item, receiving this reward, whatever,
Yeah.
for doing said thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like you would in a conquest mode,
Mm-hmm.
and that doesn't have to pertain to the story.
Yeah.
In with that, which tells me, if that is true, we'd also get like create a combatant.
I
who
hope
probably-
so. Or you
I-
can
like-
switch between all the characters in the roster. Like your avatar can be whoever you want
Mhm.
it to be. So yeah, I hope so. I would love that. I would
Either
still,
way,
Hmm?
I think it's great for content,
Yeah.
whether it's conquest mode as in the story or conquest mode as in giant mega crypts,
Yeah.
like you're saying.
Hmm.
Like either way, I think that would be great for content.
Yeah. Single player content too, which
Yes.
MK11 lacked.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so. I'm not disagreeing as in I dislike it. I just think the conquest mode is going to take heed of the story, but but if they did go with the direction that you're proposing or you're predicting,
Yeah.
I would not be disappointed.
Yeah. I mean,
I would
like,
be okay with
like
that.
your route, like the way you think is going to be like, duh, I'll take that. You
Yeah.
know, that's the, I mean, we were talking about at the beginning of this video or this
Like
podcast
why we
thing.
loved conquest.
Yeah,
Conquest
why
was
we like
so good.
Conquest, how I
Yeah.
got into the lore, how I became a
Right.
lore nerd. So like I'm going back to I'm going back to the thing that made me fall in love with the lore. So yeah,
Right.
of course I'd be happy with that. It's just not the way I think it's gonna happen, unfortunately. But yeah.